Our goal today is to evaluate algebraic expressions. Now, remember, expressions do not have equal signs. And so when we want to go solve an expression in math, we always use the word evaluate. But in order to evaluate or solve the expression, we need to know what the variable is. Now remember, the variable is simply a number that we just don't know what the number is. It's like that big door that would have a Y on it. And if we opened up the door and peeked behind, we could see the number that's hiding behind the Y, and it's our job to use that number to solve the expression. Now, when we go to evaluate the expression, they make it easy for us because they tell us what the number is that's hidden behind the variable. So in this whole number example, we have 4y minus 15, but they told me that y has to equal 9. So all I need to do is replace 9 in the position where y was, and I can solve. Now remember, this is 4 times y. So when I go and replace it, I need to do 4 times 9 minus 15. Now in math, if we have multiple operations, we must follow order of operations. And so here I have multiplication and subtraction. Well, multiplication always must be done first. So I'm going to do 4 times 9, which is 36. Then I can subtract my 15, and I get a solution of 21. So when I evaluated this example, my answer or my solution would be 21. Now we can also do it with decimals as well. So if we have this decimal expression, again, no equal sign, I do have this variable a, but they have to tell me what the variable is. So in this example, a is 10. So step 1, you always replace the number for the variable, and then you look at those operations to see if you need to follow order of operations. Well, I have an addition, I have a multiplication, and I have a division. Well, you have to do multiplication and division first, and you always work left to right. So I must do 12 times 10 first, which is 120. Then my second step is I can do that division, and I can do 120 divided by 4, which is 30. And my very last step then is to do that addition, and 30 plus 3 4/10 is 33 4/10. So the key is the order of operations. We can do it with whole numbers, we can do it with decimals, but we can also evaluate with fractions. So here's an example of a fraction expression. So we have 27 divided by m squared, but they told me that m equals 1/3. So step 1, always replace the number for the variable in the expression. So I'm going to replace m squared with 1/3 squared. Then I evaluate to see, do I have multiple operations? Well, I have division and I have an exponent. And according to order of operations, we must do exponents first. So first I'm going to do 1/3 squared, which means it's 1/3 times 1/3. Remember, it's numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. I get 1/9. Then step 2 is I can do my division. And remember, it's saying how many 1/9 actually fit into 27. Well, there's going to be a lot of 1/9 that fit in there. So technically we can't truly divide fractions, so what we do is we change it to a multiplication problem, but we multiply by the reciprocal. So the first number stays the same, and I just put it 27 over 1. I change division to multiplication, and the reciprocal of 1/9 is 9 over 1. Then it becomes a really easy problem because notice my denominators are 1. Those are going to cancel out. All I have to do is 27 times 9, which is 243. So it means there are 243 1/9 that will fit into the number 27. So that's evaluating expressions. It's your turn. Go have some fun.